Gol D Roger, often referred to as Gold Roger, was a figure of both fascination and fear. His sentence to death was not a matter of chance, but rather a consequence of his actions. At the heart of Gol D Roger's crimes was his role as the captain of the infamous Roger Pirates. This crew was notorious for a range of criminal activities that sent shockwaves through the world. First and foremost, the Roger Pirates were pirates in the truest sense. They engaged in acts of piracy, plundering other ships and seizing valuable treasures from across the Grand Line. Their reign of terror extended to attacking and looting towns, including small villages. The crew's fearless approach to combat and the sheer scale of their operations made them a menace to the world government. The bounty posters of Gol D Roger and his crew were a testament to the seriousness of their crimes. Each member had an astronomical bounty reflecting the threat they posed. But it wasn't just about piracy. Gol D Roger and his crew were involved in various acts of thievery, stealing valuable artifacts, and acquiring ancient texts and artifacts from across the world. Their criminal exploits spanned across the vast seas, numerous islands, and even the entire world. Wherever they went, chaos and lawlessness followed. Violence was another hallmark of the Roger Pirates. They were not hesitant to engage in combat and fought fiercely against who dared to challenge them. As a result, the world government and the Marines had no choice but to intervene. Gol D Roger's crimes had reached a point where his very existence posed a threat to the stability of the world. This ultimately led to the infamous execution of Gol D Roger in Logtown. It marked the end of an era, but it was only the beginning of a new age of piracy. It's been said that Roger's greatest crime was not his acts of piracy or violence, but something far more extraordinary. A discovery that would change the course of history. The rumor that shrouds Gol D Roger in mystery is his claim to have found the One Piece, but what exactly is this legendary treasure? And why was its discovery considered a crime? The One Piece is said to be a treasure of immeasurable value, hidden at the end of the treacherous Grand Line, a place known as Raftel or Laugh-Tale. The journey to reach this enigmatic island is fraught with danger, as pirates must navigate through deadly sea currents, monstrous sea creatures, and unpredictable weather. Gol D Roger and his crew, however, managed the impossible. They reached Raftel and reportedly discovered the One Piece. The nature of the One Piece remains a well-guarded secret, as Roger himself chose not to reveal its exact nature to the world. But the implications of this discovery were profound. It was believed that whoever claimed the One Piece would be crowned the Pirate King, the most powerful pirate in the world. In his final words at his execution, Gol D Roger ignited a new era of piracy by challenging others to find the One Piece and claim the title of Pirate King. This challenge set in motion a grand treasure hunt across the seas, with countless pirates embarking on perilous journeys in pursuit of this ultimate prize. The legend of Gol D Roger's discovery of the One Piece has become the driving force behind the Great Pirate Era, fueling the dreams of those who seek adventure and freedom. The world government, with its vast resources and influence, maintained order across the seas. But Roger's revelation posed a threat that transcended their control. Roger's message had ignited a spark of hope, an ambition in the hearts of pirates everywhere. He had dared them to seek the One Piece and become the Pirate King. As rumors of Roger's discovery spread like wildfire, uprisings and revolts erupted in various parts of the world. Pirates and adventurers set sail, abandoning their previous allegiances. Roger's legacy was not just about treasure. It was about the idea of breaking free from the world's constraints and creating a new order under a pirate king. The world government understood that the balance was at stake. Roger's One Piece was not merely a physical treasure, it was a symbol of defiance. Its fear of destabilization began preparing for potential conflicts on a global scale, ready to protect the status quo at any cost. Gol D Roger's revelation had thrown the world into chaos. The fear of a new pirate king emerging and challenging their authority haunted the halls of power. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp of the Marines and Gol D Roger the Pirate King were once fierce rivals, each bound by their own sense of duty and justice. In their youth, they clashed in epic battles, pushing each other to their limits. Garp, a man of unwavering principles, had devoted his life to upholding justice as a Marine. And Roger, on the other hand, was a symbol of freedom, challenging the very institutions Garp upheld. Despite their opposing paths, a mutual respect developed between them. Roger, in his own way, admired Garp's commitment to his principles even as they stood on opposite sides of the law. But when Roger's journey as a pirate culminated in his capture, it was Garp, his former rival, who brought him to justice. The weight of Roger's actions, his piracy, thievery, and conspiracy against the world government had grown too great to bear. In the eyes of the world government, Roger's capture was a victory for justice, achieved through the dedication of Vice Admiral Garp. Before his scheduled execution, Gol D Roger, the most wanted man in the world, voluntarily surrendered to the Marines. This unexpected turn of events puzzled many, as Roger had the means to continue evading capture. But rather than remain a fugitive, Roger chose to confront his fate head-on. With the world watching, Roger stood before his captors and the Marines, ready to face the consequences of his actions. The shackles that bound him were a stark reminder of his impending doom. Crowds had gathered to witness this historic moment, as the Pirate King prepared to speak his final words. Roger's words echoed across the seas, and stirred the hearts of all who heard them. Roger's smile remained undiminished, a testament to his indomitable spirit. And then he revealed a secret that would reshape the world. A secret known as the One Piece. This revelation sent shockwaves throughout the world, sparking a new era of piracy and adventure. Roger's decision to surrender and his final words left an indelible mark on history. As he stood on the execution platform, shackled and facing his fate, Roger chose to leave the world with a message. And what he said would change everything. He invited anyone with the spirit of adventure to seek out his treasure. Roger's words set in motion what would be known as the Great Pirate Era. A new generation of pirates inspired by Roger's challenge would take to the seas seeking the ultimate prize. So, in the final part of our exploration into the life of Gol D Roger, we delve into the reason behind his execution. Why was the Pirate King Gol D Roger sentenced to death? To understand this, we must look at the world government's perspective. Gol D Roger was the captain of the Roger Pirates, a notorious crew infamous for their criminal activities. Their rap sheet included piracy, thievery, and acts of violence across the seas. They pillaged, raided, and left a trail of chaos in their wake. Roger's notorious move made him a prime target for the Marines and the world government. The world government viewed him as a significant threat, and his capture was necessary to maintain order. And so, the execution of Gol D Roger marked the end of an era. But his legacy and the mysteries he left behind continued to shape the world of One Piece.